Hello, so this is my yummy pop-off recipe. Enjoy. So we're going to be using flour, 4 cups of flour. Ensure that everything is in room temperature so that your flour is not too cold or too hot. Just make sure that it's nice in the room temperature. Then your sugar, 1 cup of sugar. Regular white sugar is okay. You can reduce the sugar if you don't like sweet, but 1 cup is good. You can reduce to half if you want to. Then your yeast, 2.5 teaspoon of your yeast. Ensure your yeast is still fresh. Try to keep your yeast in the freezer to make it stay fresh, so that your pop-off would rise and come out as expected. After you use your yeast, then you add your salt, 1 teaspoon, sorry, of salt. Then your nutmeg gives it one very kind of nice yummy flavor. Then you mix it up with your warm water. Ensure that the water is warm, not hot water. If the water is hot, it would kill the yeast. Then you add your flavor. This gives it one very kind of nice buttery flavor, makes your pop-off taste very nice and different and irresistible. Then also I added vanilla flavor. It makes your pop-off taste as if you are eating cake. You understand that kind of feeling, right? It's very nice and yummy. Don't miss this flavor. Don't take out this step, because it has a very nice finish to your puff puff. Then you mix it all together to incorporate the whole thing, and this step is very important. And try to mix it a bit vigorously, because it helps to grow the gluten in your mixture. Gluten is the formulation that helps your pop-off to get very nice and gooey and soft. Gluten is very important in your mixing process, so ensure you mix it very well. Try to ensure that if you have a very small mixer like a whisk, you can use that as well, so that it helps your gluten to grow before you cover it up for the next stage. This step, do not omit. It is very important in getting a very nice and yummy puff puff. Then you go ahead and cover with your cling film. Put in a nice warm place. Ensure that wherever you put it is warm. Then set your timer to 1 hour. 1 hour is all you need to make your pop-off grow to double the size. It has to be double the size. Cover it up with another napkin if you have, just to ensure that it is nice and warm. And this is what you have. It's double the size. After 1 hour, it's nice and ready to fry. Ensure your oil is hot, not too hot, because if it's too hot, your pop-off will burn. Then just cup your hand, like the way we fry it in Niger. This is Niger style of pop-off. Ensure that you can use an ice cream scoop for this process if you're not getting that round shape. It takes a bit of practice to get your pop-off to come out round. Just take your time and ensure that it forms nicely, and drop it one after the other. Ensure that the oil is not crowded. If your oil is crowded, your pop-off will suck too much. It will soak too much oil and you won't like the end results. Then you can use like anything you have in your kitchen, a skewer, a fork, whatever, to just flip it over. And you can see how yum and brown my pop-off is. Don't you just want to indulge and get into my screen and eat this pop-off? I bet you this pop-off did not last for 5 minutes. Like, it was gone as it was coming out. As I was frying, my kids were just jumping on it and gulping it. This pop-off is really nice, and it's so easy. Within 1 hour, you have your pop-off nice and good to go. So give this a try. Let me know if how it comes out. I'm very sure it's come out, because it's fail proof. You cannot miss it. This is what you have. Nice and yummy. Very good.